So you're the Guardians, right? Jim Thome, you're the Guardians, you clinched. Well, what are you trying to do to the Rays? I mean, are you getting your work in? What are you doing tonight? Like, what's your deal?
No, you're maintaining the edge that you've built up from the Twins and White Sox series and continuing that same electric kind of way they've gone about the last 10 days.
The Blue Jays are at home, and Bo Bichette in the cage. Can't be much hotter, Case.
No, this guy can flat out hit. You know what's impressive about Bo Bichette? When he goes the other way with authority, that's when you know he's going to get hot. You could see it coming a few weeks ago. You're like, wow, this guy is driving the ball in that hole, and he's also going to right center with authority.
So one of the things I've watched with Bichette all year is early in the at-bat when he leg kicks, and then when he gets 2 strikes, guys, he kind of just lifts his toe up a little bit. Really, Case doesn't even really stride. It's like a 2-strike approach. Yeah. And to your point, to do that, he shoots the ball really well right now the other way. But early on, he'll have that leg kick. If you throw him a fastball in, he's going to get after you.
Look at those numbers, Jimmy, right there. September stats. I mean, second average, first extra base hits, RBIs. This guy's on fire.
Duracell power players, and I want to add this. Remember last year, right? They played in Dunedin, they played in Buffalo, they played in Toronto, and they came up, I believe, a game short of the postseason. A game, right? One game?
One game.
So you're seeing growth, right? This is the evolution. This is not an out-of-nowhere team. It's a team that's building and has built correctly.
And I think sometimes, too, that the adversity like that makes you stronger as a club, makes you stronger as a player. And when you go back to last year, having them play in Dunedin, having them play in Buffalo, then they finally got to Toronto, I think it's made them a better club, just like you said, Matty, going through that growth and going through that, having that little bit of a struggle last year.
And, you know, Jim, you talked about Cleveland home field. I mean, right now they look like they're in great shape to have home field in a wild card series.
That I was just going to comment before you said the home field advantage I felt we had in Cleveland. It's alive in Toronto. You know, like to watch a postseason game in Toronto is electric. It's fun. If I'm a visiting team coming in there, it can be hard to play in there.
What's the noise? I
would say the noise. Yeah, I would say just the way their fan base gets into the game when they start getting rallies as a defense, like playing defense, you can tell. Especially pitchers on the mound.
I remember one time we had opening day out there in Toronto with Boston to get one of my first starts ever. I just knock in a run to tie it. I'm feeling great about myself. Bottom 8, 4-4 tie. Bases loaded in Toronto. Place is going crazy. Greg Zahn hits me a rocket. 1-hop shot. Hits off the lip. Clanks off my glove. Down the right field line. All 3 runs score. We end up losing the game 6. I think it was 3-3. So we end up losing 6-3. For the next 10 minutes, 60,000 people at the Skydome were chanting, Casey, you are a bum. They weren't yelling that.
No, they weren't yelling bum.
They were saying something else. But for 10 minutes, I was like, get me out of here. I was like, what, can we get some outs so that I can get off this field? I felt so naked. I'm like, I'm naked on the field. They just keep killing. Casey, you're a bum for 10 minutes.
I thought Canadians were nicer than that.
No, not when you're going against them, they're not. You kidding me?
You know, Adnan Burke is from Toronto. He's nicer.
I think Adnan was there.
Yeah, he might have been.
He was in the front.